Welcome to Tales from the Caveside, where Lillian and Chris, we bought a cave house and finca on the outskirts of a small Spanish town. Follow us as we learn to renovate and create a home that we will be proud of.
Afternoon after the last video, we did this last video, that room. I've come into the back cubby hole room, and these walls are getting coat number 3, and we're now starting to see the difference in here. That is the nature of lime. We bang on about it all the time. But that is what you do, you keep adding coats to then lose the patchiness, and that is the way it's supposed to work. If you put it on too thick, like a thick emulsion, then in time all that happens is it flakes off.
I mean, my question is, because you're doing it,
yeah.
Where we've done coat number 2 in places,
yes,
you could see the line render through when it was wet. Are you able to see that now?
No. When I'm wetting this now, you can no longer see the render through.
Oh, brilliant.
So coat number 1 was patchy. Coat number 2, when it got wet, some bits still were translucent. Now this coat number 3, no, there's no translucentness. Even a word. No, it's not a word. There goes your English teacher.
Okay.
Done for the day. That has had coat number 3, as has all of this. So up to here. So tomorrow, continuing that way. It's looking good, it's looking different again.
Alright, painting again. There's a surprise. Thought I'd give you a quick update on how much lime we've used so far. This was full, as you saw. We've used that up. And we're about here on the tub, so we'll just have enough to do the caves that we want to, and hopefully be able to make a start in cave 1 like we would like to.
We are doing the back bedroom, second coat. Definitely is Groundhog Day. This is all taken well, it's nice and dry, and what I've also done is found that my brush, I'm calling it my brush, that's like this one, puts an awful lot more paint on it, works much better than the flat brush that we've also been using. I haven't got it here, that looks like what I call a creosote brush for doing on fencing, etc. So I bought a second one, so we've both got one like this now. See how quickly we can get the second coat on. So, Chris has got on much better with the whitewash brush, haven't you?
Yeah, even though it costs 3 times the price, it is definitely worth 3 times the price.
It was a stupid price, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But anyway, it has worked, and that has now had another coat. We were just discussing how many coats it is, and we've lost track.
3.
3. So everything in here, apart from the ceiling, has had 3 coats. I'm going to have to come back and give the ceiling another coat because it really screams now.
Yes.
But that's fine.
Yes.
That's fine.
And while Lily's doing the ceiling in there, I'll be getting on with something else and I'll show you that when we start.
Yeah. So we're going to do this room, aren't we?
Yes. Yeah. This has had 1 coat.
It's not patchy.
Not really. It is in places.
Still going to get, oh yes, it is on this side.
There. The rest of this room has had 2 coats.
Yes.
And it definitely needs a 3rd. Potentially this one might need a 4th.
Yes.
We'll have to wait and see. Whereas over, sort of like this area, 3 coats would be plenty. So we'll get on with that. Really.
Also going to do in here.
Yes.
But because Chris has done such a good job of cleaning up this windowsill, I'm going to plastic it and tape it down. But there you go. We were happy with this colour before we started painting. And now, chalk and cheese. Chalk and cheese.
Yes. So Lily's done her little painted area.
I had to get up into it to actually be able to paint it. Yes. Chris went, it's gone very cloudy outside. I said, no, I'm in the window.
I was busy doing the ceiling.
Done for the day.
Yes.
That room, ceiling, walls, inside the window frame thing, all coated.
Yes.
So now I've got to leave it to dry. Oh, and this archway as well.
Yes.
Leave it to dry before we can do any more.
Yeah. It's great.
It is.
We're really, really achieving.
Yeah, it's awesome. Absolutely awesome.
So because we're topping up, it's taken 1 day to do 2 rooms.
Yes.
Whereas when we did the first coat, it took
ever
a day and a half just to do that room.
Yes.
And a day to do the room we've just left.
Yeah.
So, brilliant.
Yeah.
It's great. This is getting exciting now.
It is. It is, because we really can see such a difference. Well, Monday morning, we left the paint yesterday. We didn't touch it yesterday. The last painting that was done on Saturday. Yesterday we left it alone. And come in this morning to see where we're at. It is drying really, really nicely. You can see where there's moisture behind the walls still. That still needs more coat. This back room that we did on Saturday, the whole room, that is still wet on the walls. And this morning, Dover is helping Chris.
You wanted to see what all the noise... I know. You wanted to see what all the noise was about. Make sure I was okay, I think. Or if you could help.
Probably if he could help, yes.
Yes.
Come on, Dover, out the way, mate. Good boy.
I'm going to attempt to build a bench. Or the beginnings of a bench, anyway.
Yeah.
Which is why we left all this lot. That was how we ultimately decided to fix this issue of ground rock. It's not a separate rock. It's part of the ground in this area here.
Yes.
Which we believe is the reason why there was a step built there.
Yeah.
In the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to build a bench. So I'm going to just build a wall to start with, not very high. I will take measurements from outside.
Yes.
Just out of the terracotta bricks and do it along there. And then once that's all good, we'll backfill it with all the rocks, because there's no other reason for it to be hollow, and all it'll end up doing is trapping moisture inside it anyway.
Yes.
And then rocks will be consolidated and allow any moisture to keep on going.
Mm-hmm.
That's the theory, and that's how they do it here. So that's what I shall do.
Awesome. Meanwhile, I will get on with painting second coat on a ceiling. I'll make a decision as to which ceiling is dry enough and go for it.
Yeah.
Because this little room, unfortunately, much as easier for 2 of us to build a bench. It's not enough room. It's certainly not enough room with the doorman in the way.
Yes. Mind over. We haven't got little wooden blocks here now to drop down. Could you just help with the weight?
Yep.
Just enough. Don't lift it.
I'm not lifting it. I'm stopping it.
Thank you.
Because that catches on the step.
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah. Thank you.
There we go.
Okay. Crikey, it's cooler in here.
I know, it's great, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to lay these out to see what we've got, because we need to buy more. If I'm doing these, I need to buy more. Anyway, that's my dry room. Obviously the spacing's out right, but I just did that so I know what I'm doing.
Looking good to me.
Yes.
I think that'll look ace.
Yes, well, we'll see how it goes, because we've got other wall things to do in other places, not the caves. So this can be a dry run, so to speak.
A practice, because whatever goes wrong, I can hide with plaster here.
But in the other places where I do it, it won't be hideable.
Exactly.
Easily. I know I did the barbecue, which one day I'll get finished. And did that okay, but that was only a small bit. Okay, so.
Fine.
So it goes. I know I did okay on the stairs, but again, that was just one block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris has now made a mix of. I'm struggling for the word. I was going to say cement product, but it's not cement. It's lime, but it's lime mortar. There you go. Yeah. Using the last of the construction lime.
I had. Okay, the rest of the bags I've had it, but one bag was okay. It amazes me how it always looks like cement, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
When it dries, it gives a really light grey. When we mix it with the white sand, if you mix it with the red sand that we did, it's the colour of the red sand.
Doesn't make any sense, does it?
No, no.
Anyway, it's what it is.
Yes. But that's what it is. It's weird. It's that stuff over there where the bags are dumped outside.
Yes, this one.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's going lighter now.
Yeah, it still doesn't finish the correct colour somehow. Breaks my head because I know blinking well that it's lime.
Yeah, well this lime is white lime.
Yes.
Before it starts. This is a weird browny colour.
Yeah.
Before it starts.
Right, decision made, that's it.
Yes. Just give me a minute because my brain's broken with the way the bubble moves.
Idiot.
Well, Lillian just got me a block. One that I will use for building with at some point, but we brought a couple of extra ones down in case of red one. So that's just going to hold that there until it goes off. So I'll build from this end again, coming this way, and hopefully by the time we get here, this will be holding its own.
Yes. There's an art to this.
There is, and I don't have it.
I was about to say, and I would never attempt it.
I'm on to do with a grinder. I don't know how builders manage to do it. They go dink, 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 and they just break.
I know.
What an art.
Oh!
I know.
You superstar!
Well, that was more luck than judgment.
No, it wasn't. Just pretend. Just pretend.
Mind your nose, mate. Mind your nose, Captain Beaky.
He sang a song too.
It's a children's story, yeah.
Yes.
Captain Beaky and his band. Tinny Toad, Ratty Rat. No, Tinny Toad, Batty Rat, Artful Something and Ratty Rat. I can't remember. It's an English thing.
Yes. There you have it. Mini wall built. By the gnome in the corner.
There's no place like gnome. Right. This just needs a slight adjustment to level it that way. But I couldn't do it a second ago. That's it. Double check. Yes. And double check. Not quite. Yes. And step away from the what's it?
Thingy.
Thingy-majig.
So once this has gone off, this will be backfilled with rocks and what have you, just to make it secure. And then we're going to have to wait and see pie as to what sort of top we're going to do on it. We're not going to make this completely dense because we still do want moisture that comes in at this point to continue down the mountain. So it's going to have to be able to travel. Time for some rocks, I think. Let's go on a rock hunt.
Oh, well, we haven't got far to search for them.
No, I know, we've got a can out there.
But we're only putting them against the wall, and
Yes.
this way, not touching any of the bricks.
Yes.
Because they haven't gone off.
No, just some bits just to start it so it's not such a laborious job tomorrow. If we do a couple of loads today, then we don't have to do 5 loads tomorrow, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Come on, boys, should we go find some rocks?
Oh, they know exactly where they're at.
Chris working in there. Look at these two. Just keeping an eye on things, just in case something exciting happens.
Yes. Well, that's it for the day. We've got loads of rocks in, we just saw putting in earlier. And we've gone with cinder blocks as well, just to fill this area. 2 reasons. One, because the porous, all cinder blocks are, and these are hollow cinder blocks as well. And also, there won't be any stress on these from the rocks.
Yeah.
As well, so from this brickwork there won't be any stress on the rocks. The terracotta type bricks, they're porous. Cinder blocks, they're porous. The rocks, most of these rocks are not porous. You see why we're going to be putting lime in. But we're only doing it over the top to consolidate it all, so there will be moisture will be able to travel, definitely be able to travel. Right, we can't do any more because I need this to go off. Next day, more rock piling. Fill up as many gaps as we can now. So it's nearly all rocks, so replacing rocks now as opposed to just backfilling, and then we know it's going to be really strong.
Yeah.
Then we'll get some sand, put that in, hopefully to fill the gaps, and then fingers crossed it'll all work out and we'll be able to start making a concrete base top.
Limecrete top, yes.
Yeah, limecrete, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's only 9:30 in the morning and we're both absolutely sweat through.
Yeah, it's very, very hot out there. And not so cool in here. Right, we've got some sand. It's a bit wetter than I'd hoped, but it should still go down. I want to get it all down, but not on top of the rocks. So then the limecrete stuff we put on top goes to the rocks, but this sand is literally just to fill the gaps that we couldn't fill.
Yeah, so we just chuck it on and then I'll get the broom end, not the broom handle, the broom brush, and kind of brush it in.
Yes, well, I'll go and get some more if we need it.
Yeah.
That's all done. All the loose rocks at the top have all been packed with sand and everything, but still left gaps so the limecrete can fall down as well. Right, better get some limecrete mixed. Mess on the floor.
Doesn't matter.
Maybe it was the wrong way around to have painted in here first, but we needed to get paint on. So I better get it spread out because this is going to be one heck of a lumpy seed if not.
Looking good.
Yeah, I think that's it. The spirit level says it's within the bubble marks. It's not perfectly level. I think that skill's actually beyond me. But seems we're going to be putting another finish on top anyway. That'll work.
Next day.
Yes.
Let's go see what state the bench is in.
Well, it's still there. Haven't fallen down.
Cool.
What do you reckon, Dover? Reckon it's a good team? We'll still see where the damp is and that lot.
Yeah, but no crackage.
No.
Which we thought there would be.
I'm very surprised actually.
It has dried back from the back wall. There's a crack along that, but that is looking good.